Hi, I'm Shy and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to do a GLP-1 Q&A. I get a lot of questions under my shorts and under my videos and in real life in person. I get a lot of questions and I thought that I would make a video combining all the questions that I get into one video so that way I can just, if people ask me a question, I can just refer them to this video. Or if you come to my channel and you are looking for an answer to a question that you have, you don't have to go through all of my videos. You can just come to this video. So I have a list of questions. So the biggest question that I probably get is, what is a GLP-1? A GLP-1 stands for glucagon like peptide 1. It is a naturally occurring hormone released in the intestines after eating. GLP-1 plays a role in regulating blood sugar levels by stimulating the pancreas to produce insulin, suppressing the release of glucagon, a hormone that raises blood sugar levels, slowing down the emptying of the stomach. GLP-1 receptor agonists are medications that mimic the action of GLP-1. They are used to treat type 2 diabetes and obesity by improving blood sugar control, reducing appetite, and promoting weight loss. That is a GLP-1. So you might hear Ozempic, Mounjaro, Zepbound, Semaglutide, Tirzepatide. Those are forms of GLP-1. The next question that I get: are GLP-1 drugs only for people with type 2 diabetes? No, it is people who have obesity as well. How much weight can I realistically expect to lose? It really depends on you and how you work the shot. It literally all really depends on you and your body. What timeline for results? When do users typically see weight loss? Again, it is really up to you and your body and how you work the shot. It is how you go about it. Do results last long term, and what happens if you stop the medication? I will say this. I will say that results can last. Let me be completely honest with y'all. You need to have a plan, okay? If you decide to get on a GLP-1 medication, you have to have a plan to execute. I think you can keep the weight off if you stop, but I think you have to have a plan. I don't think you can go in and just be like, I'm gonna eat whatever I want, lose all this weight, get off the medication, and then continue to eat whatever I want. No, your appetite is gonna come back and you're gonna be ravenous. And if you don't have discipline and if you don't have a plan, you are probably gonna gain the weight back. I'm just being honest. But if you get on this medication, you have a workout plan, you build discipline, and you create healthy habits, I think by the time you get off this medication, you won't even, like, it'll just be second nature to do these things. It won't be hard. What are the most common side effects? I would say nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, and headaches. When I was on semaglutide for 6 months. When I was on semaglutide, I had nausea, and really, really bad headaches. Really bad headaches. When I switched over to Tirzepatide, I didn't really have any side effects until I started going up in dose. So I'm on, I believe, 12.5, 60 units. And I just started that dose like 2 weeks ago. So I just took my second shot like 2 to 3 days ago. And I feel terrible. I feel sick. I have nausea. I have constipation. And I have really bad headaches. And I don't want to eat. But my body is telling me that I need to eat because I'm having a constant headache. So that's the side effect that I'm going through right now. But yeah, I would say those are the most common side effects. Do I need to follow a specific diet, exercise, or nutrient plan while on a GLP-1? No, you don't. But I would definitely recommend. I've watched people eat whatever they want and didn't change a single habit and lost weight. But there are people like me who did that. I did that when I was on semaglutide. I didn't change a single habit and I didn't lose any weight. So for me, I had to change the way I was eating. I had to change the way that I was eating and I had to start exercising more. So I really think it depends on your body, probably how your metabolism is set up, I guess. Should I avoid extreme calorie restriction or restrictive diets? I don't think you should be doing extreme calorie restriction anything. I think that you need to find what works for you. I think you should eat in moderation. I don't think you should cut out anything that you love to eat. I mean, we have one life. Eat what you want to eat. Just eat it in moderation. Don't eat it every day. I feel like you should be on a calorie deficit. How do I manage common side effects? Stay hydrated. Drink electrolytes. And take a Tylenol for the headaches. I'm still working on that myself, so I'll let you know. How much do GLP-1 medications cost without insurance? A lot of money. A lot. Too much money to not be doing what you're supposed to do while on the medication. I am with Brello. I paid a $500 flat fee for 3 months for Tirzepatide. Before I had did Mochi, and I was paying around $278, I believe, for a month. $278 a month. I think the Tirzepatide was $199, and then you had a subscription every month for $79, I believe. And then before that, I was using a compound pharmacy out here in Texas that my doctor had recommended, which is what I started out with. I didn't lose a single weight, and it just kept going up in price every time I upped the dosage. So yeah. Do insurance typically cover them for weight loss purposes? I've heard of people's insurance covering. To be honest, everybody that I know is on a compound version. Like the people that I do know, I heard it's hard. I'm gonna be honest. I heard it's hard for your insurance to cover it. But if you do have insurance, ask your insurance first. Call them, ask them, say, hey, I need this medication. My doctor said, talk to your doctor first. Have your doctor call your insurance. See what they say. Why did you choose Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro? So I haven't tried any of the name brand stuff. I am on the great value. And I was taking semaglutide. I didn't really do too good on it, so I switched over to Tirzepatide, and I just stayed over there ever since. Why did you switch from one medication to another? Because some of them wasn't working for me. Some of the formulas are different in different companies. Sometimes the doses is like one company's formula might be a little bit more better than the other, depending on how they made it, what they made it with, when they made it. But yeah. Why didn't you lose as much weight as others? Because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Like I said, this medicine costs way too much money to not be doing what you're supposed to do while on it. If you are going to take this medication, please don't do what I did. Don't think that you're going to be able to take this medicine. And I mean, you might be one of those lucky people. And if you plan on staying on this medicine forever, talk to your doctor, do what you do, okay? If your doctor says it's okay for your diet to stay the same, I don't know, but it didn't work for me, and I had to change the way that I ate, and I had to start exercising, which is going to help me in the long run anyway, because that's what I wanted to implement in my life. What did you do for constipation? At first, I was drinking teas, like smooth teas, like, what is it called? I think it's called Smooth Move. It's a tea. That really didn't work. I got a prebiotic and a probiotic. If you are not on a prebiotic, probiotic, I would highly suggest that you find one, a great one. I use this one. It is called Align Probiotic. I get it at Walmart. It is the one my GI recommended. I'm gonna tell you what a probiotic and prebiotic is. They are live microorganisms like bacteria that are beneficial for your gut health, while prebiotics are types of fiber that act as food for these beneficial bacteria. Essentially, probiotics are the good bacteria themselves, and prebiotics are what those bacteria eat. So, probiotics are live microorganisms like bacteria. They are beneficial for your gut health, while prebiotics are types of fiber that act as food for those beneficial bacteria. Essentially, probiotics are the good bacteria themselves, and prebiotics are what those bacteria eat. How they work. Probiotics help maintain a healthy balance of gut bacteria, which can improve digestion, boost immunity, and potentially impact mental well-being. Get a prebiotic and a probiotic if you're on a GLP-1 and you're dealing with constipation. It's going to help, I'm telling you. How do you manage nausea or vomiting? I don't. I lay down. What helped your acid reflux or sulfur burps? I take a prescribed medication called famotidine. It is a medication used to treat and prevent ulcers in the stomach and intestines. It is also effective in managing conditions where the stomach produces too much acid, including acid reflux disease, GERD, and heartburn. But you can also just get the over-the-counter stuff at like Walmart, Target. They're antacids and they help with acid reflux, heartburn, and I also chew Tums. But if you see ask your primary care doctor. They might can get you the prescribed medication that I get, or they just take the over-the-counter stuff. What do you eat when you're nauseous or can't stomach food? I am going through that right now because I upped my dosage. And what I'm doing right now is making myself eat. I am forcing myself to eat. If I'm going to force myself to eat, I'm going to force myself to eat protein. That is what I've been doing. I've been forcing myself to eat protein. It is very hard for me to eat right now. I am very nauseous. I don't want to eat. So I've been eating sardines, tuna, oysters, canned tuna, canned oysters, canned sardines, protein bars, protein shakes. That's what I've been doing. And drinking electrolytes. How do you avoid dehydration or electrolyte issues? Drink electrolytes. Drink your water. And you can grab some Celtic sea salt and sprinkle a little in your water. Do you still get hungry? Not in the beginning of my shot day. In the first 3 to 4 days, I gotta force myself to eat. Towards the end of the week, going into my next shot, I get very hungry, very ravenous. That's why it's better to have a plan in place, because my discipline kicks in and I don't go in the kitchen and start overeating until my next shot. I'll just be like, I'm going to get some fruit or like open up a little pack of tuna. Do you still eat carbs? Yes. How do you get in enough protein? That is hard. Getting in enough protein is hard. So I'm just eating protein bars, protein shakes. Them little packs of tuna, I'm telling you, they got like 19 grams in them. All the way from 14 to 19. Sardines, 20 grams of protein in the can of sardines. I don't know. Well, the ones that I got have like 20 grams of protein. Do you take your shot in the morning or at night? I take it early in the morning, like 2 or 3 in the morning. Can you take supplements with it? Yes. I take a multivitamin. I take the famotidine, which is the heartburn acid reflux medication. I take Zoloft. I take allergy medication. Um, yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something, but for the most part, those are my main medications that I take every single day. Do you feel disconnected from food or joy around eating? I do feel disconnected from food sometimes, especially when I first take the shot in the beginning of the week. But it's not like I don't look at food and be like, "Ooh, I don't want to eat that." Like it's before I was taking the shot, I could walk through the mall and pass Cinnabon and go over there and go get me a Cinnabon. Like I didn't have any self-control. Or like if I had a craving, that craving would stay on my mind until I got it. And like say it would be 2 o'clock in the morning. It'd be 2 o'clock in the morning and I want a cinnamon roll. That's my guilty pleasure is sweets. That's my problem. Say it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I want a cinnamon roll and I can't get to the cinnamon roll. I would go in the kitchen and find something sweet to satisfy that craving, but it didn't satisfy it. Because the next day I would get the cinnamon roll. I'm going to satisfy my cravings until I get what I want. That was before I started taking the shot. Now that I've been on a GLP-1 for over a year, it's easy for me to walk past Cinnabon. Like I can look at it and be like, "Oh, that smells good," and that also looks good, but I don't crave it. Like I do have cravings, but they don't stick. Like I could crave like ice cream at 2 o'clock in the morning, and if I don't get it, I'm just like, the next day I don't even want the ice cream no more. Like, and I have the option to go get it. I don't be even wanting it no more. So I would say, and then I also feel like the more you just start eating healthy and just eating better, you're not gonna crave certain things anymore. Like before I changed around my diet, I feel like I really just started taking my diet really serious in the last 4 to 5 months out of the year that I've been on a GLP-1 a little bit over a year, probably like a year and 2 to 3 weeks. In the last 4 to 5 months, I really started taking it serious. And I feel like before then, I would just eat fast food. And now that I've been eating at home, majority, like 96% of my meals is ate at home. I allow myself to have one cheat meal a week. And even then it's not too bad, but I don't even be wanting fast food like at all. Even when I'm towards the end of the week and cause sometimes I do stretch my shots. Like sometimes I don't take them directly every single week, like every Wednesday, every Friday. Sometimes I will stretch them and like I'll take it like 9 days later. And I'll still want to eat at home. Like I don't eat, like even when I'm ravenous, I still don't be wanting to eat out. Like I still don't be wanting fast food. How do you deal with guilt when you mess up on your journey? Don't be too hard on yourself. You live and you learn. Just keep going forward. Don't beat yourself up. Just don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in that mentality. I already messed up today. I might as well just keep messing up. No, you messed up. Get back on track immediately. Don't continue to hold yourself back. Did you plateau or gain weight back? When I was switching between semaglutide to tirzepatide, yes. There was like a month that I didn't have the medication at all because I was switching companies and my diet wasn't serious at all. Still eating whatever I wanted. I gained whatever little weight I lost on semaglutide back real quick. How do you stay motivated when the scale stalls? Get away from the scale. Do not look at the scale. I had to stop getting on my scale. I think we get so hyper focused on what the number says instead of actually looking in the mirror at what our body looks like. Like you can get on the scale and like the number, but then look in the mirror and still don't like what you're seeing. So I try to look in the mirror. Like I I want to physically see the changes in my body. Like it's cool to see the changes on the scale, but I want to genuinely see it in my body. I want to be in love with my body, not in love with the number on the scale. I want to feel better. I want to be able to walk better. I want to be able to breathe better. Like I'm on oxygen tanks. Like no. So if the scale stalls, get rid of the scale. Like just push it to the side, put it in another room, and just start focusing on what you're seeing in the mirror. Fall in love with what you see in the mirror and go from there. Do you plan to stay on it forever? No. Especially with the way that it costs. I am paying for this out of pocket. My insurance does not cover it, and it's expensive. My doctor only wanted me to be on this to jumpstart my weight loss and help me. She wanted me to build healthy habits and create better choices or just do better while I was on this medication. And I did not do that at first. I can honestly say if I take anything from this medication, it has helped me eat at home. It has helped me make my own meals. It is helping me to eat better. What is your advice for someone starting? Do your research first. Do your research. Have a plan in place to execute a plan, and realize that if you don't have insurance and you are paying for this out of pocket, do not let your money go to waste. Buckle down, lock in, and lose the weight. What's your advice for someone just starting? Yeah, that's what I would say. And do not compare your journey to others, because everybody's metabolism is different. Everybody's body is different. Their daily habits are different. And I feel like when I first started, I would just compare myself to other journeys. Like, why is she losing weight? Why is he losing more weight? Da, 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 da. And it would mess with me a lot. Like, to where I got discouraged and I didn't even want to take the shot. And I just didn't, because I was like, it's not going to work no way. But once I started realizing, like, okay, this is your journey, and, you know, everybody's journey is not the same. So just focus on you and what you're doing and how you can be better. Yeah. And did the medication affect your mood or motivation? When in the beginning of the week, I'm very tired. My body is very sore. So I just go to work and then come home and sleep. About the third or fourth day, my motivation comes back. I start feeling a little bit better. Did you still binge or emotionally eat while on it? No. When I was on semaglutide, yes. Semaglutide, I think, wasn't strong for me. Or maybe it was just the company, but I still ate whatever I wanted. Granted, when I first started semaglutide, the moment I ate fast food, I had very bad diarrhea. But over the 6 months, the diarrhea kind of went away, and I just ate whatever I wanted. And I'm an emotionally eater. I'm not gonna say I'm an emotionally eater no more, because I don't think I am anymore. But before, I was an emotionally eater, so I would emotionally eat while I was on semaglutide. On Tirzepatide, I don't emotionally eat, and I don't binge. All right, so that's all I got. So those are all the questions that I've answered. So those are all the questions that I had saved to my phone. If you have any more questions, write them in the comments below, and I could probably make a part 2. Or y'all help them out in the comments. And this is a community, so help each other out. But yeah, that's what I have, and I hope this helps, and I hope you learned a little bit if you're a little iffy. And I hope I was able to relay my message correctly. So, yeah. With that being said, that's the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.